Hey guys, it's Adrian here, the Canadian in a t-shirt, and today I'll be breaking down how to buy stocks after market hours on Questrade. This is a new feature allowing you to buy US stocks in the early morning and later evening, giving you greater flexibility, especially if you work a 9 to 5, and I'll show you exactly how to do this step by step. The stock market is open Monday to Friday from 9:30 a.m. to 4 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. Most Canadians live in the Eastern Time Zone and work a 9 to 5, so it can be difficult to find time to buy stocks while you're at work. For me, I'd have to take 10 minutes out of my lunch break in order to buy stocks, but not every job allows that opportunity. Now, with these new extended hours, Questrade allows you to buy stocks pre-market from 7 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. when the market opens, and post-market from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern Time. So if you get home from work at 6 p.m., you now have time to buy stocks after hours. But note, these extended market hours only apply to US stocks and ETFs. They're only for the US exchanges, like the New York Stock Exchange and the NASDAQ. For Canadian stocks, you're best to stick to regular market hours from 9:30 to 4. Technically speaking, Questrade does allow some aftermarket trading for Canadian stocks, but there are some severe restrictions. It's only available for 45 minutes, from 4:15 to 5. And worse, you have to buy multiples of 100 shares. Unless you're buying junk penny stocks, 100 shares is a lot of money. So for this tutorial, I'm only covering US stocks after hours. Before we jump in, if you want to sign up with Questrade, which is my favorite broker in Canada, especially for buying US stocks, then click my referral link in the box below to get $50 in commission-free trade rebates for the first 30 days when you sign up. That saves you $50, plus I'll get a small referral bonus as well. And make sure you watch the rest of my Questrade tutorials, the dark green colored thumbnails, for step-by-step walkthroughs on how to open an investing account, how to buy stocks, how to invest in US companies as a Canadian, how to use Norbert's Gambit to avoid currency conversion fees, how to transfer from your bank's TFSA or RSP, how to read stock quotes, and more. So here is my RRSP account within Questrade. And notice the time, it is 7:44 p.m. So it is well after market hours. The stock market closes at 4 p.m. But now that Questrade has extended their trading hours for US stocks until 8 p.m., I have another 15 minutes to buy stocks. You'll notice that I'm using the older user interface, which is now called Questrade Edge. This is the version that I use every day. I think it's far superior to the newer UI, which I've already talked about in detail in this video. The new UI is just too simple and limited for me. I prefer Questrade Edge because it shows me much more information on the screen, and it allows me to see a detailed list of all of my holdings, and I can customize and sort them by different columns. And you can't do this in the new UI. Also, in order to buy stocks after hours, you have to be using Questrade Edge. So that's what I'll be using in this tutorial. So if you're new to Questrade, you're probably using the newer UI, which looks like this. But to buy stocks after hours, we have to switch to Questrade Edge. And I'll show you exactly how to do that. It only takes about 30 seconds. If you're already using Questrade Edge, feel free to skip ahead. As always, I include timestamps in my videos. It's very easy. At the top left, we click on Accounts, and then we click on All Platforms. At the top here, click Questrade Edge, and then click the button Add Questrade Edge, and then click Add. Now click the green trade button, and boom, we are now using Questrade Edge. I encourage you guys to use Questrade Edge going forward, but you can always switch back if you want. Now I'm going to be buying US stocks after market hours. Since I'm buying US stocks, I need US dollars. And looking here at my cash balance, you could see that in US dollars, I already have $1,919 available to buy. As always, I used Norbert's Gambit to convert my Canadian dollars into these US dollars. And by using Norbert's Gambit, I'm able to avoid paying any currency conversion fees. Otherwise, you'll be paying between 1.5 and 3% in conversion fees. That's huge. I use Norbert's Gambit every single time I buy US stocks. And make sure you watch my step-by-step walkthrough showing you exactly how it's done. It's very easy and it will save you a lot of money in the long run. I'm going to be buying one of my favorite US stocks, and that's Procter & Gamble, ticker symbol PG. Procter & Gamble is a great defensive stock as a consumer staple, and it's one of my all-time favorite dividend growth stocks. And we know it's a US stock because it's traded on the New York Stock Exchange, as we can see here in brackets, NYSE. So we click the green buy and sell button, and I'm going to be buying about $1,000 worth of shares. So we pull up our calculator, we enter $1,000, the cash I'm going to spend, and since we're buying a stock, we have to take away $5 in commission fees. So how many shares can I buy? We divide by the current share price. Click the circle icon to refresh the price, and I divide by the current share price at this moment, $126.49. That gives me 7.86, but I can't buy a fraction of a share. I can only buy a whole number of shares. So I have to round down to 7 shares. So quantity, 7 shares. For order type, usually I do a market order, which means buy the stock right now at whatever price it is at this moment. But the stock market is closed, so a market order won't work. So I have to do a limit order instead. And when I do a limit order, I have to set a limit price. That is the maximum price I'm willing to pay for this stock. So I'm telling Questrade, don't buy this stock unless the share price drops below that limit price. But there's a risk. The share price may never drop below that threshold, and so my order won't go through. But I want the order to execute right away, so I click this to set the limit price as the current asking price. This is important. When I'm buying stocks after hours, I have to change the duration. The default is day, and day won't work because the market's already closed. The day is over. So I have to choose GTEM, which stands for Good Till Extended Market. In this case, I'm buying in my RRSP account, and we click buy. We get the confirmation window. Let's go over the details. I'm buying in my RRSP account. I'm buying 7 shares at this price, so it will cost me about $885 US. I'll be paying about $5 in commission fees, so in total it will cost me $890. This is how much cash I'll have remaining, and we click send order. And boom, order was filled. It was a limit order, GTEM, Good Till Extended Market. Let's confirm. So we go to my balances, and you'll see that my $890 of cash has been spent. And if I go to orders, you'll see that I successfully bought 7 shares of Procter & Gamble at this price, even though it was after hours. You can see the time is 7:53, almost 4 hours after the market closed. But with this new feature, I was still able to buy stocks. So there you have it. That's how you buy US stocks after market hours. The same steps apply for pre-market and post-market trades. As you guys know, I've been a huge fan of Questrade for many years, and it's great to see that they're still adding new features and constantly improving. And if you want to sign up, make sure you use my referral link in the box below to get $50 in commission-free trade rebates for the first 30 days. That saves you $50 and you'll help to support my channel. Thanks for watching, guys, and be sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you found this video helpful. Every thumbs up and comment really does help me build this channel on YouTube. And hit that bell icon to be notified of my new videos. And if you'd like to follow me on Instagram or Facebook at Canadian T-shirt, click the links in the box below or click the links on my homepage. Thanks everyone, and I'll see you guys on the next episode of The Canadian in a T-shirt. Bye guys.